Water is essential to everyday life. We drink it, we clean with it, we cook with it, but the people in Martin County say they cannot do any of that. Richard Clayton worked as a public health official for 36 years. He believes his tap water is unsafe to drink.
When the river drops, all of that is flushed out through these two guts. And if it stays in there long enough, it becomes black water.
Clayton lives in Williamston and gets his water from the Martin County Regional Water and Sewer Authority treatment plant. He says issues started when North Carolina leaders determined groundwater supplies were being depleted and Martin County had to find a new source. County officials turned to the Roanoke River, but Clayton is concerned by that choice, saying there are two chemicals that may be in the water, chemicals that could harm himself and his neighbors.
And trihalomethane is a carcinogen, and dioxin causes all kinds of things, illnesses and what have you. So those two substances could be in the river water.
Clayton says treating the river water can cause a component to form, trihalomethane, or THM.
Out of what they call Skewalkie gut, the lower one, a lot of the water off of the streets of Williamston, and it could have pesticides and everything in it, goes in the river. Herring gut dumps water out of thousands of acres of swampland. And both of those end up discharging black water into the river. That if you chlorinate it, it has a high level of trihalomethane in it.
Test results provided by Martin County Manager David Bone show low levels of trihalomethane in the water, but not enough to cause concern. That may be because the county's treatment plant uses chloramine, not chlorine, to treat the water for most of the year.
Chloramines are an effective disinfectant and reduces the level of byproducts that are regulated by the EPA.
David Bone also serves as chairman of the county's water treatment facility project. The byproducts he's talking about include trihalomethane. According to the CDC, disinfection byproducts form when chlorine interacts with natural organic materials in water. According to water experts, chloramine is not strong enough to clean the water, so the facility uses chlorine for a few weeks out of the year.
See, the one over here says warning.
The other chemical that worries Clayton is a forever chemical that may come from the wastewater years ago.
Dioxin is a man-made substance. It's a byproduct of the paper industry. And the paper mill in Roanoke Rapids dumped all their waste in the river years ago before there was any control over what could be done.
The county manager says he's not concerned about dioxin either.
The Roanoke River is an approved water source. There are no dioxin concerns with the treated water from the water treatment plant.
There are no dioxins detected in the treated water, but a 2001 study shows there were levels of dioxin in the Roanoke River at that time. There's also a sign posted along the Roanoke by the state health director. It warns people against eating fish from the river because they may contain dioxin.
My argument was you can't eat the fish, but you got to drink the water that the fish is in.
But Manager Bone insists that the water meets federal guidelines.
Our water is tested daily, and we have always met the safety requirements and the quality requirements of the testing.
And Richard Clayton isn't the only one with concerns. Residents often take to social media to voice their complaints about brown water or water tasting like pine sol. In Martin County, I'm Victoria Holmes, 9 on your side.